What's your favorite subject in school, buddy? The ugly pictures of me? Hold on, hold on, hold on. Davey, you brought out the crutches? Charlie, I'll give you the go when we're ready. I need my phone, Munchkin.
Hey, Frankie.
My feet are hella cold.
Yeah, we're ball boys. We're ball boys, man. We got ball boys.
Swim, you can play soccer and then do Charlie!
Good evening. Welcome to this game between the Triton Mustangs and our own Sterling Silver Knights. This contest is governed by the rules and regulations of the New Jersey State Interscholastic Athletic Association. The officials are our guests during this game, and their decisions should be respected at all times. Sportsmanship should prevail both on and off the field as well.
You're watching Sterling High School Channel 19, serving Hymela, Laurel Springs, Magnolia, Summerdale, and Stratford. Mobile television production facilities for this broadcast are made possible by a grant from Walmart. Walmart, with their location on the White Horse Pike in Summerdale.
And welcome, this is Channel 19 as we bring you high school soccer, boys. Triton, as Sterling Silver Knights will play the Triton Mustangs at a night game, which
You're watching Sterling High School Channel 19, serving Hynella, Laurel Springs, Magnolia, Summerdale, and Stratford. Mobile television production facilities for this broadcast are made possible by a grant from Walmart. Walmart, with their location on the White Horse Pike in Summerdale.
Good afternoon and welcome to Sterling High School, where today we're going to bring you Colonial Conference boys soccer action. Our Sterling Silver Knights hosting the Haddon Township Hawks. This is Dan Farr along with John Hallwood. You can look there at our current weather conditions. It is a hot one today, a little bit Indian summer, 90 degrees. Bright sunny skies, no chance of rain, I don't believe. And there you see your Colonial Liberty standings as they sit right now. Sterling at 3-1-1, 3-3-1 overall. Yeah. And the Haddon Township Hawks, they are currently number 9 in the first coach's poll. It's 5-0, 6-0-1 overall. You got some stats there for our Sterling Silver Knights. Yasir with 3 goals, Casimir, John Ray with 2, Bruce Williams with 2, and Mike Emmel with 1. Sterling in the blue with the hard-to-read black letters or numbers. Haddon Township in white with the red numerals. Do the best we can here with the Sterling lineup, because these numbers truly are difficult to read. If they're on the near side, we're pretty good, but anywhere middle and far side, forget about it.
definitely. And it looks like Haddon Township will have the ball first half, so.
Mike Sowers starting goal for the Silver Knights, his senior year. Okay, there's Michael Sowers, and I'm going to assume it is Brett Hintz for Haddon Township. They're both number 0, but he's the senior. Okay, we're just waiting for the opening tap here. And it'll be Jackson Green going to make play on the ball. Jackson is mom and dad are Sterling alums. It's Todd and Colleen. Todd is also the former teacher here and former football and volleyball coach.
Sterling's definitely got a very tough game right here.
Is Simon trying to send the ball through, handled by Hintz.
Again, what I was saying was that Sterling's got a tough one here against a very, very strong Haddon Township, who are undefeated. So it's going to be definitely interesting how Sterling will play in this game.
Big size advantage too for Haddon Township. It's a bunch of large young men. Michael Sowers handled that cross.
It's a good save by Sowers, so.
Low punt is going to send it back in. There's Green again. Green, hard shot, rebounded. Sowers covers the rebound too. Rebound was from number 3, Noel Gumbrecht.
Green takes a good shot and good save by Sowers though.
Get him up! Get him up!
Okay, and here's the trying to Knight's going down the left wing, turning and taking a long shot along the ground, handled easily by Hintz. High punt.
And Township is going to go for the throw-in, gives it to Jacob Chatton.
14 on the left wing is Fletcher.
He's going to cross it in, but Sterling's defense easily gets there.
John Ray and Emil.
That's going to be
Ermel. Yeah, it's going to be Haddon Township going to play that advantage. Going to have a
Mike, just play the win.
This would be number 16, Patrick Ifey. He's got 5 goals on the season, playing with a cast on his left wrist.
It's very unusual to see people with casts
Yes,
still
get
continue
out!
playing, so see how could not be too much of a factor for him, but
Shouldn't be. I'm sure the referees will keep an eye just to make sure he's not swinging it around. But I mean, it's a soccer game. You're not supposed to use your hands anyway. So.
except for the goalkeeper.
Right.
Unless
I'm sure there's some kind of padded protection around that also.
yeah.
Not a lot of sustained possession yet from either side.
So far it's been a back and forth.
Be easier today. Not a lot of whistles. I don't think there's any other games going on. Maybe a field hockey going on behind us, but not like the other day with the girls. We had whistles all over the place with football practice and everything. This will be a football down day because Monday's normally a film day. Here's John Ray is down the right wing. Nice play by 16 Ifey. That's Patrick Ifey.
They're gonna cross it in, but unlucky, but Jacob Green's gonna take a shot, but it goes way over. See right here, I cannot tell who was there inside the box, but if they got that cross right, I think that was definitely a good scoring opportunity, but
I believe it was number 12 who he was looking for. It's Nasir Morris. Mike Ermel. Simon trying to push it through, but it's right back into Sterling territory. Again, here's Green. Ermel doing his best with him, but Ermel's probably giving up a good 50 pounds to Jackson Green.
shouldn't play too much of a factor.
I think the biggest factor will be that after you get past that sideline, it's just dirt, and you see in the middle, there's just dirt because football players right up the middle.
Oh, definitely. You can definitely tell where the football players have been and where the grass is still, I would say, green. Kevin Martin now has the ball and is going to try to get away, but was unable to, and that's going to be Sterling's ball. I thought that would have been a foul for grabbing. Again, I just saw it differently. So the refs saw nothing, and now this would probably be Sterling's first throw-in of tonight. And that's a nice throw-in to get between two Sterling players, but Triton was just able there to get it out. And Triton was a little unlucky not to get the straight away to the goal, but defense was able to come back and save them. Triton's definitely been playing with a lot of flow and aggressiveness, and right now Sterling has nothing really to say to it so far offensively, but defensively I would say they're doing good, right, Lomas?
I would say so, but one of the big keys this year is that Sowers is playing really good, making a lot of saves, and actually one of the main reasons they tied in that Haddonfield game, he had a great save in the second half of overtime.
Definitely, and Simon almost got that game-winning goal, but unlucky, the goalkeeper got full stretch out of that, and Triton right now is looking to play through the sideline and cut through, but unable to because of Sterling's defense right now. And right now, Sowers is going to go and pick up that ball, and it's going to be a punt. Actually, no, I shouldn't say punt. It could be a throw. He could always throw it, but it looks like he's going to punt it. He always gets those nice, good punts that cross over about the halfway mark, and it did, and it just goes straight to a Triton's player. Again, you're in junior soccer, so tell me what's the difference between, like, did you get to play varsity yet, or like?
Haven't had that chance yet, hoping next year. But we see here, Sean's gonna have a quick break throw-in, Sean Jordan.
Now Sierra to pass it to Simon. Simon was looking to pass it to Kevin Martin. Kevin Martin, as we usually see him on defense, I think he's playing more of a right winger. No, a left winger, I should say.
Kevin Martin, one of the many sophomores on this team. You will see that a lot of the sophomores this year that are playing varsity haven't even really got a lot of JV minutes last year. Besides Mike Berkeley, every other one played majority of their time on freshmen, but must have been coached enough to go straight to varsity, which is a good thing for Sterling's future.
Definitely. And you mentioned a very young keeper coming up since Sowers is a senior, so definitely very big shoes for him to fill.
This way.
And this is going to be Triton's second corner of the game. And let's see if Sterling's defense can hold out from this. Oh, it's a throw-in, I should say. Don't get a very good angle from this press box, but it's okay. That's going to be a goal kick for Sterling.
Even on that throw-in, you could see Triton had some sort of design throw-in to turn it into a corner, and almost worked, just got by Triton's right wing.
Yeah, you saw that cross. He just got over that player, and if it was on target, I think that could have been a very contentious goal right there. Sterling's looking to play aggressively, hopefully soon, because you don't want to see right now. Triton's been very aggressive this first half, and we're just starting to see Kevin Schulz coming up. So you'll be also hearing Kevin Schulz up here, up in the press box. And right now Sterling's gonna get the throw in, and that almost again for a goal for Sterling, and goalkeeper just ran out to grab it. Triton has a lot of fast players, and they're going to be on a 2v1 if they can get to, but that was a nice slide tackle to save from a very, that would probably likely have been a goal. It was 2v1, and what a save.
It was a good slide tackle by Tanju, able to divert a certain breakaway chance on Michael Sowers.
Definitely would be. Again, Triton right now trying to get their first goal very early on, and again, Sterling's been fighting in the trenches of defense, and Sterling almost got that's a sigh of relief for Sterling right now. He just gets...
You saw Tanju got a little tripped up at the beginning of that play. Tried to recover, just got caught behind the Triton's attacker, but Sowers was able to scoop up the ball off a bad touch.
And they're going to say there's a foul on the play.
It's going to be number 4. It's coming out of the game. A little injury right there. That's going to be Kevin Rodriguez, one of Sterling's most it's very valuable defender for Sterling. And in this game where you see Triton is just attacking constantly, that could hurt, but we're going to bring in Tony Collins to replace him for the time being. Here's a punt by Sowers.
Hear it too. So
Sterling also brings in Josh Wall and Josh Garcia, as I was saying earlier.
Okay. I can't see the numbers on these jerseys, and I'm glad that you know the names. And right now, Triton was looking to get attacked, but Mike Berkeley's going to be on a breakaway. But it's going to get tripped up, and that's going to be a no call. And honestly, it was fair. It's shoulder to shoulder. Triton's going to look to cross. Gets around the one Sterling player. And this is going to be... No, it's not going to go out. It's going to just go out right now, and that's going to be probably for Triton. Yes, it will be. Matt Martin was trying to get the ball, but was unable to, really. And Triton will get a nice, big, long throw in. Matt Martin will now get the ball, and Triton will... Actually, it's not going to be good, and that's a nice, again, another block by Tanju that probably could have been a goal. And look right here, he looks to have a shot, and that looked like it was going to the top net.
Tanju just gets in front of these balls, and when you do, you got to have no fear. Shot off the post.
And you just hear the crowd just so upset. You could just right there. That's goalkeeper's also best friend and enemy.
You just saw Sowers just stood there, just hoping 50-50.
Honestly, I would say Sowers' prayers have been answered for that shot. Usually the post of a goalkeeper is never his friend, but when it does, they never forget about it. And there's another big shot from Triton. Triton right now is just taking big shot after big shot.
Hoping Wall can slip through past this defense, but they're playing fearless, sticking their body out there.
Sterling will get a breakaway here, 1v1 against the goalkeeper. The goalkeeper will be still in the box, and that could have been a very big opportunity for Sterling right there. A very key mistake from Triton.
Big breakaway from Josh Garcia. You just see defender here just got a little tip on it. Keeper's able to scoop it up. Obviously not an intentional pass to the keeper, but
most players would love that to happen.
would have been a big goal. Josh Garcia early in the game, freshman.
Anthony Collins. always has those big, long throws, too. Gets one practically like a corner kick. And this will stay in, but will go out for Triton. I thought that it was going to be Sterling's ball, but I think that was Mike Berkeley that touched it. Tried to save it.
Yeah, if you get that ball and you put it in the box with, Alexis was in there. You had Josh Garcia in there. If you get the ball to the right guy, that could be a goal and a 1-0 lead early in this game.
Definitely. Right now, again, it's been practically all Triton. We're about to see right here is going to be offsides.
Offsides, about 15 minutes in.
About 15 minutes in, I would say, yes. And that was definitely a very close call. And again, the referees have to make split decisions. And yeah, he was definitely offsides. You can definitely tell, but
That was number 2 for Triton, Austin Amberg.
Sterling looking to go up and try to get their first goal of the game. Really, a lot of these two teams are trying to get their first goal of the game. They have a lot of big opportunities to get that, too. Getting that breakaway that could have been a goal. And this could be another good opportunity for Sterling.
Big turnover in the middle of the field.
Definitely. But Triton now will get the ball back and will have their little breakaway. Going towards the sideline, and Tanjo again just really, honestly, a very big player. Definitely like a key player on your defense right now after Rodriguez has been off right now for an injury. We do not know if he will come back, but hopefully he does.
I think you'd see the trainer's golf cart down there, maybe train him a little bit, see what he can do, wrap him up, and then hopefully get him back in especially because we're looking to win this game, get some momentum going into the playoffs.
Triton right now looking to cross, about to get the ball, but unable to, and Tanju makes a little big, actually I would say a big mistake, and Triton right now is just going through the line, and they're Triton's looking for penalty, and ungiven. It was out way before that was even thought of a penalty.
Looked like Tanju was trying to go towards the sideline, turn it upfield, and then get it out and try not to get a throw in, which on varsity, some of these kids can throw it in like it's a corner.
Oh, definitely. And again, we mentioned Anthony Collins, who has a real nice throw to it. And as we welcome Kevin Schulz to the broadcast.
I was just sitting here listening, and you guys are doing an outstanding job, man. Bang up job here. John as usual, and Joe coming on here. Doing good. Keep it going.
Right now, Sterling's been trying to find themselves attackively, and we might see a goal here, but it's going to be offsides. I do not know how close he was onside, but it had to be real close.
With these lines in the field for football, we're going to get to see maybe a easier look at the line. Here's a replay. Looks like they were neck and neck, questionable call, but we'll see if it...
That's a good point, Joe. It's something you normally wouldn't be able to call on the regular soccer field.
Again, these refs have a tough job calling offsides. Again, these professional leagues have VAR, which I don't like, but again, my personal opinion.
Again, that was number 5, Joshua Garcia, the freshman. We'll be hearing his name a lot more through this broadcast.
Definitely, and later into Sterling's future, I would say.
For sure.
Again, Sauer's just going to get the ball, and you can pass it back to your keeper from a header, so.
That's a smart play by Tanju, knowing that for Sauer to get that ball without it being a 50-50 between him and the defender, use your head. directly asking for a call there after, seems like the defender just hopped over his back, but no call.
Again, a couple of these players, again, sophomore, and this is going to be a handball against Triton. And you're going to take a look right here. The ball bounces up, and yeah, it's an unnatural position, so that's definitely going to be called from any referee.
Handball was by number 10, Mike Donaghy.
Triton looks like they've got a lot of speed up front.
Definitely.
Really, really quick. One thing that sticks out.
Speed and power.
Sterling's gonna have to be aware of those counters, you know, corners when you have almost your whole team up there, and Sterling and Triton has those 3 guys that can just blow past you. But on our side of the ball, we have Bruce Williams again,
Speedy.
leading goal scorer, and just we talk about it all the time. We think Bruce Williams probably is the fastest player in this conference.
Probably is.
And
It's definitely going to be matched with these players right now.
you've seen he hasn't been able to get on the field yet. Coach probably saved him for a time when maybe like Triton goes for a switch in their defenders and can just attack the weak link.
And you can see where football players are usually the sideline. And the player probably does not like it. It's all muddy and really no grass there. And as we were talking earlier in the broadcast, that the whole middle is teared up. You can just see dirt, and all on the sides just green.
You could see a little bit to the left where he was standing there, some of that dry sand that dry up the dirt, because this field does not take water very well. Very short grass.
And we definitely had a lot of it yesterday.
Oh, definitely, with the misty rain.
Yep.
And I believe that's going to be Kevin Martin to throw it. Could be wrong, but again, cannot see the numbers.
That would be Kevin Martin at left back.
We talked about their speed. Joe, if you're playing defense and you have somebody that quick, do you kind of hedge back a little early to kind of get ahead of them? Or how do you handle speed, the type of speed that Triton has?
Well, you play a little bit deeper, and there's 2 ways you can play. You either play it up and just try and like what the fast guys, they want to get into the open field, and that means they're probably going to be offsides more than anyone else. So you play up, play like a offsides trap, or you could play back and just let them come to you.
Triton was looking for a foul there, and they're not going to get it. Right now, Triton definitely has the most percentage of the ball right now over Sterling, and playing a lot in Sterling's half. And right now, Sterling has been able to really do is actually get from those breakaways, because you see right now, Triton's playing up quite a bit. Usually defenders stay around more of the halfway mark. These defenders are staying around as football would be like more around the 40.
And I'm sure that's something you want to make your own defenders aware of, because if you get the ball, you could launch one way ahead and almost have a dump and chase type of situation where you ultimately get a one-on-one with the goalie.
That almost happened with
And on the replay, we can see number 19 for Triton just hit it over the crossbar.
and Triton right now going on an attack again, slips. That could
Right in that dry area, no grass, just dirt.
Dirt, yeah. Right now, that could be very dangerous if you slip, because you can also be called for a dangerous tackle.
Yes! Good ball!
Because it definitely looked like he was going to go for a tackle, and then almost goal kick for Sterling. Right now, Triton still holds possession of the ball and straight ahead with the ball, and the guy's still fine. Right now, Tank, as they call him, but his real name is Justin Maroney.
Another sophomore this team has, got a little bit of JV time at the end of the freshman season. Another young Sterling star up on the rise.
He was asking me to have him during first block and all. He was saying, like, are you going to broadcast the game? I was like, yes, and he was so excited.
Yep.
Right now, Triton is really having a field day with Sterling's defense. And Sowers, nice save so far. And Triton's been having plenty of shots on Sowers, and some of them go over straight at Sowers. And we saw the closest one right off the post.
But I think it's a good thing playing a team of this caliber and to get yourself ready for the playoffs, which are coming up, what, next week?
Yeah, I believe so.
Barnegat, we're going to Barnegat next week, okay.
It's quite a hike for Sterling, hour and a half away.
And the girls will go to Cedar Creek.
That's another, like, far trip for them.
Both away games, obviously.
Yeah.
Sterling, the 10 seed, playing number 7.
Against soccer's one of those sports where seeds, I don't think seeds really matter. Things can happen.
Here we see the replay. Tony Collins ball goes past him, he recovers quickly, and a foul.
It's not going to be a foul. I think he got the ball first, actually.
Ref's a little inconsistent, but maybe a makeup call earlier for that offsides. From our angle, it seemed on, but...
John, you touched on a good point about the seeds not meaning as much. Probably in soccer, you get more lower seeds upsetting a higher seed than I think in any other sport.
I would say definitely, again, you can't say that about football as much because you kind of know who you're facing. Nothing really changes. I mean, it could happen, the weather and all, but...
I mean, one thing that's kind of, the top seed, like Delran, chance of them getting upset, but when you're looking at maybe, a 7th seed getting upset possibly.
Even like a top 5, like, I'd say your top 5 would be saying you get a nice big upset.
Yeah, and a 6th seed could get upset. And like you said, in the other sports, it's not as common to see that.
We're going to see a free kick here for Sterling.
Sauer's going to take a nice boot out of that one. But it's going to go straight to a Triton's player, back to a Sterling's player, and back to a Triton's player again. And it's going to go out for Sterling.
Another throw for Tony Collins. Long throw he has on that very slick surface.
And the ref's telling him to go on the yellow line. Again, that's very hard. And
that's going to be frustrating for Sterling, playing on these yellow lines, used to playing on the white. And when they're all over the field, it's just going to...
Right now, Tank's going to have a chance to, but Triton was able to get a foot to the other defender. And right now, Simon's going to have a nice opportunity to get upfield with the offense. Simon's going to go cut through the defense, takes a shot, but it's going to be deflected off of one of the Triton's defenders. And it's going to go out. No, it is going to be out, and Mike Irma will throw it. And right now, Sterling's looking to have a golden opportunity. And Justin wasn't able to get his foot on it. And that's going to be Sterling's throw-in. A lot of action so far in this first half.
See a cross by Simon, almost had it. When I talked to some of the Sterling coaches, they said that Tank is one of the hardest working players they have. Obviously at striker, they have a lot of people, but that's because they work so hard up top and they just lose their energy so quickly, but that's what happens when you work hard.
Again, we mentioned this floor is going to be slippery for these soccer players. Again, not used to playing on a football field that is teared up, and the ball will definitely bounce in different directions with this field all teared up and all.
The good thing is that you can see where the goals are. Well, good and bad. For the soccer team, it's good that the goals are not scratched up, so the ball's bouncing from the goalie, it isn't bouncing all around. But not good for the football team, which means end zone does not get a lot of action.
Simon's going to look to cross it up, but was blocked by one of the Triton midfielders. Kevin Martin was able to block. Right now, Triton's looking to further go up, and Mike Ermel, again, as we mentioned, scored that early goal against Haddonfield, so really haven't seen too much action from Mike Ermel.
Once again, Sterling has another sophomore that can just start on freshman and just go right to starting varsity.
Tank will play back and looking for
That would be Bivik Barali.
Justin Maroney was going to go on a nice long streak there and was unable. Sterling was unable to give it to him. Really, I think that's going to be no. Ref's going to point back to go back a little further.
It's, you know, in a quick look at this game, I think the speed of Triton is actually making Sterling even play faster. Sterling just seems quicker when they have the ball. Just the speed of the forwards of Triton is definitely affecting the pace of the game on both ends.
Definitely, and you could definitely tell early on how this game was going to go. Triton was instantly aggressive and wanted to play fast.
Yeah.
Big thing that Coach Behringer, who tonight is on the varsity sideline helping Marley's coach along with the freshman coach, Mr. Goffredo, he emphasizes to not play at the level of the other team. Play at your level. Play like you're playing the best team there is.
Yeah, and I think it's almost like you said, you don't want to play down the other teams, but right now it seems like they're playing up. And it just seems like when they're moving the ball up the field today, it's much quicker than when I saw them against Haddonfield last week. Haddonfield not a team that's really speed oriented.
They're more of the strategy, slowly getting it up there.
Yeah, play a little physical, rely on a lot of restarts.
There we see the hard work of Tanks, hoping the goalie would maybe drop it, bobble it, a little rebound, but
Again, anything when you rush that goalkeeper, a lot of those goalkeepers will mess up, and you will get a goal from that.
when I was on the field before the game, sorry for interrupting, but the grass was a little wet, so you know, you don't know when this ball's going to slip. It could be on a shot. It's going to be a foul here.
I did not see it.
Against Sterling.
I'm going to look at a replay right here.
Looks like Simon lost the ball and just
Guess that would be a push.
unintentional, just a little trip of the leg, but
Yeah.
we're going to have a free kick here.
Again, Triton's been very good off these free kicks, and that's another booming kick, and this could be a very big opportunity for Triton. That's going to be a goal kick for Sterling. Just hits off the head of a Triton, and Triton player was almost there, but unable to really get there, just a little too far forward. Then Mike Sowers just take this goal kick, and Sterling will make a couple subs, and so is Triton.
A lot of wholesale changes. Look like they're moving a lot of people in and out pretty quickly. Wow, and we just found out from Mr. K, Mr. Marley's is going to play 20 players, so it's almost like has kind of a hockey feel to it with guys just moving in and out like they have line changes.
We're still yet to see Sterling's leading scorer, Bruce Williams, but we see a quick break there. That would be Miko Babala trying to get on the ball. It's going to go back into him. He's down in the corner. Cross to Cass, just over the crossbar.
That was the biggest chance Sterling had tonight.
See on the replay, Miko Babala crosses in. Cass just weak foot, just tries to put it on frame and just barely gets under it.
Yeah, and it looked like he was going down, and that affected. Yeah, he just had had to reach out.
Like I was saying earlier, a wet night, just slipping. Once you're going down, you can't really stop yourself.
Well, talk about how hard it is, Joe or John, to one time a shot coming that way, redirect it, and accurately.
It's hard, especially when you're falling down like Kaz was, on his weak foot. It's one of the hardest things, and the easiest shots to miss are the ones right in front of the net, because you just think about tapping it in. If you don't hit it hard enough, it ricochets up. If you hit it too hard, it goes over. That one looked like it was just hit a little high. See the replay there?
Michael's.
Shot from Triton, just a little wide.
Mike Sowers back in goal. He's having an outstanding year.
Definitely, this will be his final year. Definitely, again, we talk about a very young goalkeeper that's going to fill in some pretty big shoes that Michael Sowers has left for him.
Actually, Tank's brother, Ryan Maroney.
And again, some more communication. Sowers is telling one of his defenders to leave him the ball, and Kaz is going to have a nice flick and probably a goal opportunity, but Triton will try to kick it out, and they will. Kaz is just trying to get back from that missed goal and that wide open goal. And
I want to see this replay. Josh Garcia just crosses the ball to Kaz, and he has a
nice,
magical touch off the back heel.
just not magical touch to score that goal. And again, those easy goals are the ones that you think on the most, about the most. And it really affects you mentally in the head, and you really go back and say, how did I miss that? How?
You just got to forget about it, go on to the next play, because there are going to be a lot more in this game with the way that Sterling's starting to pick it up. You can see Sterling starting to actually shift the momentum their way.
A couple good opportunities. I always feel like, and again, I'm not a soccer guy, but if they played this fast last week against Haddonfield, they might have had a different result. I don't know, I'm not privy to the strategy of what goes on, but that's definitely just in a general look. Obviously, I'm not a soccer guy, but the pace is just much quicker from Triton, and Sterling seems like their forwards are quicker too.
And Triton almost had an opportunity and messes up a little bit with his feet work. And Triton will get the ball back again from Sterling.
And I don't know if Mr. Schultz was here when we were talking about Sterling's leading goal scorer, Bruce Williams, hasn't played yet, and he's one of the fastest players that,
Yeah.
well, Marley Stink's one of the fastest in the Colonial Conference, and when he gets in, it should be a foot race, if there is one.
I did have a question, but I just totally forgot about it for you guys.
You got to write it down, John.
I know, I gotta, as soon as I think of the question.
It only gets worse, John. Where do you turn 50?
Sterling's gonna look to play attackingly, and there's a foul on the play. I think and that's gonna be against Triton, so.
What's up? Let's go, Brett.
Sterling's gonna get the free kick about just outside the 50-yard line.
Cage is going to take this one. We'll see if Sterling can get ahead on this, maybe put in the box off a ricochet, and then hopefully we can get someone in there to finish us off and get us a 1-0 lead with just over 3 minutes left in this first half.
Danger's gonna get a nice free kick, and Triton's defense was able to get it out, but to a Sterling player. And it looked like there was gonna be a foul there, but it wasn't called, so it looked like it was gonna be, but it didn't turn out to be. And again, these soccer fields are bigger than a football field if you really think about it. They're wider and long, just as long as a football field.
I would say the width has a big thing to do with it, because at this level, they teach you, like, keep possession, play it east and west before you try and play it north and south.
Unable to give it to Kaz, really. But Kaz will fight for the ball. But
Again,
Triton,
Sterling forwards are showing their hard work. Kaz, a little guy, but he's fast. This Sterling has a very fast attack.
Tony Collins, a former goaltender, doing a good job on D, stepping up and cutting off a couple of those passes. Really, you're doing a nice job out there.
again, playing goalkeeper, you have more of a defensive mindset, and there was some discommunication right there between Sterling midfielders, and right now Triton's gonna look to get their strike on, and
Big block by Josh Garcia to keep that ball moving forward, but
just gonna head out. Again, we looked at that Triton goal scorer. This team likes to score goals. A lot of these teams, this team had 9 goals or close, pretty high. high goal sheets. And Triton will get the throw in unofficially about a minute and 15 seconds remaining into this game. And we'll look at the official, and Mike Berkeley's got tripped up and definitely seems hurt right there. Kind of just see he just couldn't.
Well, as we get towards the end of this first half, I think it's a good thing that they're getting a lot of players in, because that's one thing, you know, when you get to the playoffs, if you have games where you're doing a lot of running, teams or play a wide open game, you're going to rely on depth. You need to basically win second halves of games, and you know, you see teams that don't have the depth, sometimes their legs wear out a little bit once you get to the latter part of a game, or even if you get to overtime.
Here goes Kaz up the sideline, and Triton was able to stop him.
And back to what Shul said about the second half being a big part, even overtime, and having legs to run. Maybe that's what Sterling is planning to do with Bruce Williams.
Definitely tie out the Triton's defense and let Bruce Williams, with tons of with fresh legs, just keep sending it up there, and Bruce Williams will go and fetch. And that's going to be a foul on Triton. And that's going to do it for right now. But just look at that foul, and unable to really. That's going to really do it for Sterling for the first half. Sterling 0, Triton 0.
and their supporters. 00, goalie Michael Sowers, accompanied by his parents Robert and Christine Sowers. Michael has stated all my coaches for believing in me and motivating me to become the player I am today. I'd also like to thank my parents for coming to all my games and taking me places to play.
That's my goalie right there!
Do you want to know when your event is going to be broadcasted on Sterling TV 19? Do you want to see highlights of the latest sporting events? Then go follow Channel 19's Twitter page at Sterling TV 19.
Wake up, loser.
Gosh, it's about time. No wonder you have no friends. My God, you look like trash.
Hottest videos on social media. Those videos claiming
You can't get rid of me.
Now it'd be easier if you would just...
Watch where you're going, nerd.
Okay.
Come on.
See, no one cares about you. They hate you.
These will make you feel better.
Years at Sterling High School. Thank you, Sean, best trainer, for taking care of me and helping me recover from my injuries over the years. I thank God for blessing me with amazing 3 coaches. Thank you, Behringer, for being always there when I needed help with anything. Thank you for being a great mentor and teaching me what it takes to become a leader. Because of you, I had an amazing 4 years. Thanks, Coach Marlies, for teaching me everything that you know so that I could be a better player and person. Thank you for understanding and always believing in me. Thanks for making me a great player and great person. I am very blessed to have a great coach like you for 4 years. Lastly, I want to thank Brett, who is like a father figure to me. Now and always, you have supported me.
Ripping my heart was so easy, so easy. Do you want to know when your event is going to be broadcasted on Sterling TV 19? Do you want to see highlights of the latest sporting events? Then go follow Channel 19's Twitter page at Sterling TV 19.
Brothers, and without them, I wouldn't be where I am today. Once again, thank you, Sterling. I love you. Number 17, midfielder, Yasir Yakokaya. Accompanied by his mother, 810, and sister, Kuba.
Baby score!
Yasir would like to thank his family, teammates, and coaches for everything they have done. Let's hear it for all these seniors here tonight.
Stay out of the way of the picture. Out of the way of the picture.
And we've come back for the second half of boys soccer, and Sterling Silver Knights right now are 0, and Triton Mustangs also 0. So we saw plenty of action this first half, and hopefully we'll get to see plenty of action in the second half too. And
Yeah, John, they were a defense, or Triton had forwards that had our defense back on their heels most of that first half, and we talked about their speed. But again, a good test and a good tune-up for when you get to the playoffs.
And we again say welcome back to Sterling's second half of boys soccer. Triton Mustangs 0, Sterling Silver Knights also 0. Coming back with you second half. And Lomas, second half, what do you think Marley said to the Sterling team?
I still gotta just keep on playing the way you're playing, and you just gotta maybe a few of these chances just like put away. Kaz had a great chance. Josh Garcia had a good chance but was offsides. And Triton's 12-5 and Sterling's 9-5, and those are two different records, but I wouldn't say that Sterling's hanging with them. I'm saying that they're playing right with them. I think each team has played equally, and we see a turnover there by Simon. And Triton's going to be on a quick break.
Again, we talk about Triton being fast, and
saw it there on that quick break.
Yeah.
From defenders to attackers, everyone just has the same speed.
Honestly,
conditioning is a big thing.
And we're going to see a big breakaway for Sterling right now. It's going to be 1v1 against Kaz again in the goalkeeper. Kaz will take a shot and off the top post.
Comes back at the micro, volley, stopped again. Kaz has had Sterling's best 2 chances, just couldn't put that one away. And as we say, crossbar and post, best friend and worst enemy of these goalies.
Definitely. And honestly, I thought that was going in right over the goalkeeper, and it didn't. It hit the crossbar.
And you see Kaz didn't put the most power on it to try and just power through the goalie, just hit it over, hit it too hard though.
Very unlucky, and they're going to have another chance. Cavs will have another chance. Hopefully, passes it to Simon. Simon's going to have an opportunity. Triton's going to say once an offside, but he's not. He's going to have to pass it back to one of his midfields, and right now, Sterling coming off for the second half.
Hey, how's the game?
Second half is coming off strong, and you see
Here we see a replay of that Cavs goal, and keeper doesn't get a touch on it. It just bounces dead center of that post, doesn't pop up, pop down, just straight out. At first, I thought Cavs might have been offsides, but again, ref was a little behind it, maybe didn't get that call. Good for Sterling.
Definitely. I think, no, since he probably was offside at the time, but since that one defender hit it, it's technically a free ball. Have another look. He just cuts it back in and takes the rip of a shot.
See, the keeper was out a little past the 6.
Yeah, in no man's land, as we goalkeepers like to call it. And right now, Sterling, with Kaz's 2 great chances, unable to score.
Sterling's got to keep up the pressure. There's a foul by Kaz, but with the way they're playing, Sterling's got to have a goal coming their way. It looks like Sterling's coming out, trying to have the start that Triton had.
Oh, definitely.
They're going to have another free kick. Last one that they had, 2 players just knocked it off their heads in almost opportunity, but went out of bounds.
This is going to go straight through Sterling's defense, and Triton will almost capitalize on this mistake, and the ball just rolls out for a throw-in for Sterling.
Ball wasn't kicked this far. Here's the replay.
Actually, I think
Alex Lainez had a just missed it, but that ball was kicked a little short, maybe skipped off that grass, as you're saying, wet grass. Almost playing like on turf with a soccer ball.
Actually, I made a mistake. It was actually Triton's ball, so I definitely gets hit off a Sterling player. And
Tony Collins trying to get that ball, hard work, as we see from almost every player on the Sterling Knights team.
And that ball's going to go over for a goal kick. And
again, not starting yet. No sight from Bruce Williams. We don't know if he's injured. We might have to get a check on that, but we're hoping to see him.
Last time I heard, I didn't think Bruce Williams was injured, so.
I mean, you see Kaz. Kaz is fast, and he had 2 quick breaks, but.
He did. It was definitely a very key opportunity that he could have had to score.
And there is a deflection from Alex Lane is hitting it into own Sterling teammate, Mike Ermel.
Triton will get another throw-in, and we talk about a great little spurt from Sterling, and right now Triton's right back at it.
They got to get back on track here and just keep the pressure. With this Triton team, as you know, Mr. Schultz was emphasizing, this is a fast team. You cannot let them run past you.
Oh, definitely. And again, as you mentioned, you could play up and try that offside trap, but it doesn't look like Sterling's going to be playing that too often.
No, especially after seeing Kaz, again, like, looked offsides, but the ref couldn't call it. But here we see another break for Sterling. Simon's going to have a chance at this one, but
it's going to
stay in. The defender kept it in. A shot.
Take a shot. It's going to hit the keeper. It's going to go in.
No, it's off the. It hit the football post. Looked like it might have gone in, but we're going to see a replay here. The keeper with a wet ball, wet gloves, hits it up off the post and comes down. Looks like it might.
It did look like it went in.
It went in, but. So that's going to be a Sterling corner. We're going to see who's going to.
First corner of tonight.
Take this one.
I was all ready to call goal. But this is going to be Sterling's first corner of the tonight, I would believe.
Freshman Josh Moore taking it. Oh, stopped by Triton.
It was a short corner. And this is seniors night for boys soccer.
Ermel with a shot. Keeper's able to hang on to that one. Wet gloves, just put shots on that, see what happens.
Oh, definitely. Again, these 2 goalkeepers had 2 good saves right now, and it's definitely going to be it's definitely a close contested game right now.
Welcome back, Kevin Schultz, again.
Again?
Again.
Doing a little wandering, doing some things.
As we like to call it, running for mayor. Just letting you know, Jules, if you ever run for mayor, I would vote for you.
Thanks, John. But we have to get you to town.
Here we're going to see Simon's kick again. Goalie looked like he was just trying to catch it casually, but hits it over the crossbar and hits off the field goal post. And right there, looks like it just dropped straight down, no net even there, but
Hits off the top of the football.
Simon's so skilled. He knows. He can from far out know exactly where that ball's going and really put it in a good spot.
we saw right before this Kaz was offsides. And here's going to be a through ball to Kaz, and goalie comes out, makes another great save, keeping this Triton team at 0-0.
Simon's going to take another shot, and he's going to get blocked. And right now, Sterling's just taking shot after shot, and this is going to be a cross-in. And
from Beavick Barali, but again, slips through the defense.
And it's going to go back to Sterling with a very poor clearance from Triton's defense for right there. But now Triton's going to get it back, and you can see right now Triton has a nice through ball, and Anthony Collins will have to make a tackle.
Here comes that speed, but again, junior Tanju Sivri able to keep the Sterling defense. Here we see a replay. Yeah, Anthony just knocks that ball loose, and Tanju's able to come up and clean up the scraps. That's what teamwork's all about.
Triton looking to cross it in. And Triton will hit it over it.
That was actually a very close one, because you see right here, one of the Triton's players looks like tried to hit it with a header, but hit it wrong, but almost worked out because it passed, but the
he was just trying to shoot it in, but it just hits it off wrong with his foot.
You see, and we were talking about that. We were at a game today. Sometimes guys get in front of the net. They see the ball. They don't let it come down. They panic and kick it too quick rather than delaying a split second. They really have more time than they think they have, but you're thinking there's somebody on you, and I think
in front of that net, it's just right there, and you can taste it, but
you kind of panic, I think.
Oh yeah, definitely. You want to be that one player that takes the glory and wants that goal.
But if you just wait, sometimes I think, and easier said than done.
Oh yes.
Obviously, let it go down and take advantage of that little bit of time you might have, extra time.
It's easy just to say, oh, he could have took plenty of time and all, but really, he could have been really actually on top. That defender could have been really on top of him.
Yep.
We see another quick break for Triton. Right now, just working the ball around. It's going to be a throw-in for Triton after Jake Vitale is able to stop it right there on the sideline.
It's gonna be called out, and Sterling will have that throw-in. Right now, it's been pretty much back and forth battle between these two teams near the end and the start of this second half.
And that ball stays in. Jake Vitale just let it roll, but here he's going to hit it off a Triton player. And go back to that volley that player had right in front of the net. You see he was going all power right there, trying to blast it by Sowers. And you saw earlier, Kaz had a breakaway, cut it back, just hit it, just tried to put it over the goalkeeper. Nice, easy shot. And he's actually going to have a breakaway here, going towards net, but Triton's fast defender just comes back, gets it. That was number 8.
That's what you could call good makeup speed. He kind of caught up and pushed Kaz to the outside, because for a second it looked like Kaz had a step on him.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah. And that was Ryan Ridley who came back and caught up to Kaz. One of Sterling's fast ones to throw in. It's going to bounce around, and a save by the Triton goalkeeper.
Just how this Triton goalkeeper is really having a game of his life.
Both these goalkeepers are keeping him in. Sowers has had much action this half, maybe just a scooping one up, but we'll see if he can come out here and a foul. There's going to be a throw-in from Jake Vitale that just was bounced around. Another long throw for Sterling.
Right there, the goalkeeper just swats it down.
You see it bounced off a defender's head, then went back to Tanju. He just tried to put it on net, and keeper makes a save. Long free kick, bounces up to Beavick.
Beavick's going to try to take a one-timer.
Tries to just hit a volley, and see a replay here.
Nice booming punt from Triton.
Marco tried to clean up the scraps, but can't do it. We see Josh Mullen taking the ball, trying to work it back into Triton territory.
And Cash will have another chance, and just an unlucky touch.
Nice ball by Simon. Looked like Cash was trying to do what he did earlier off that crossbar, just cut it back and just have a nice open shot on net.
Definitely, and now Simon's going to have the ball and have a chance, but is going to gets too far. The ball gets too far ahead of him, and it's going to be a Sterling kick. I mean, Sterling throw.
Again, this football field is. Oh, we see a split by Jake Vitale. And as I was saying before that happened, this football field is just so, like the grass is so thin, and the varsity field has pretty thick grass. So that's going to affect a few of the some touches that some
That's good to
players
see
might
Jake
have.
Vitale up and running, because that almost looked like he could have pulled something there.
Definitely.
Here we can see.
Look at this.
Just see the mud right there, and he slips right there when he's dragging his foot.
You see his front foot just goes, and that back foot just couldn't catch him. He seems to be moving fine now, no limp in his step, but.
Again, we haven't seen Bruce Williams, so he's definitely going to probably come later in this game, hopefully, but they could just be saving him for the playoffs. But
that actually could be, because this is just a casual game. You know, it's not like if you lose, you could get knocked out of the playoffs. This is just
your regular game where you're really just
honoring your seniors.
Yeah, honoring your seniors and letting the players that usually don't get this much playing time get their playing time.
Well, the other thing is, and when you get the players, you have Bruce Williams and Simon Renthang. He just came back. He was out for a long time. So
definitely.
That's where Sterling, is a much more dangerous team with Simon Renthang in there now, as opposed to, throughout the season when they didn't have him.
Simon's going to have a nice piece of speed and hits off the defender, and it's going to be a foul.
You can hear the Sterling fans obviously upset with that call. See a replay, just 50-50, and
yeah, it's definitely going to be a foul.
They both go for it. Simon standing at the end, and he just gets the foul.
And you can just see Simon's boost of speed off just coming back. He was about to about the 40-yard line, and the ball was at the 20.
He gained some ground quickly, and we're going to need more of those from Simon if we want to be able to win this game and get some momentum going into the playoffs.
And that's going to be corner kick for Triton.
A nice ball played in by Triton back, and Tony Collins is able to knock it out, and now they're able to reset. Here comes some subs.
No Bruce Williams.
Now you can see.
That's coming off.
You can see Yasir, Tank, Josh Garcia, Matt Martin, and I would say Sean Jordan are coming into the game.
As you mentioned, Sowers hasn't gotten too much action this second half. Let's see how he does. Defense kind of taking care of this from right now. A little mistake, another mistake right here, and Anthony gets in the front of it. And it hits off a crossbar. Unbelievable. Again, the crossbar comes to save Sowers again, right here, and the defense helps them out too.
That's a great recovery by Sean Jordan coming into the game not even a minute ago and making his impact quick. You see there was two head and height Triton attackers there, and just Sean Jordan was able to sneak his way in there and tap that out.
That hit the crossbar, but it looked like Sowers got a piece of it. Let's see this.
He did.
Again.
Just bouncing around.
Bouncing around. He takes a nice shot out of the box.
Keeps it low.
Sowers makes the dive. He definitely touches it. You can just tell the bounce.
Yeah. Sowers deflected that up to the side, was able to keep that from going in.
Yeah, and this game could have been easy for both teams, a 2-2 goal. Could be tied again, honestly, with 2-2 goals from each.
We're hoping to get another look at that play.
And looking for another shot, and for lacrosse, I should say. And here's
another look.
Another look. Just see the nice shot, and nice. That's a beautiful shot. also see that again.
It's going to be an offsides by Sterling, so basically a 6 kick for Triton and another chance to reset.
And the goalkeeper for Triton just slipped. He seems okay to get up. Right now, Triton's going to get on a breakaway, just hits off of Sterling's defenders, and that could have been very dangerous for Sterling. And right now, it's going to be another chance for Triton, and Sowers is able to save it. And right now, Sowers has been, as we said, hasn't had too much action. And right now, he's getting a lot of action.
And as a goalkeeper, I don't know, Neon, you were a goalkeeper in your earlier days, I guess you could say.
Earlier days. I'm still a goalkeeper.
We have a chance here. Knocked around and a goal for Triton.
Unlucky. Triton gets that goal and it just bounces around, all around it. Sterling's defense was unable to get it.
See the corner here, hits off a Triton head. Sowers is able to come out, clear it, and just shot after shot. Kevin Martin had a chance to clear it, but not even his fault, just had a touch and just couldn't do much about it. Again, in the right place at the right time.
Definitely.
Once that ball gets loose in front of the net, the more you have space and obviously the more bodies that get to it, you're going to have what happened here. You leave up too many rebounds.
And you can't even blame Kevin Martin, really, because if he wasn't standing there in the first place, that ball was going in no matter what.
Oh, yes, definitely. And
there's no reason to feel down about that when you just got to come back, and now I think Sterling's going to really put the pedal to the metal and try and get a goal here.
They don't want to put it too much. They can, because this Triton offense is really fast, and
I mean, you still got we're about, I would say, 19 minutes into this second half. Still got some time, have some good opportunities. I wonder if this goal will maybe force the coach's hand to make some moves, maybe finally get to see Sterling's leading goal scorer, Bruce Williams. See a big hit there from Tank, but no foul, obviously just inadvertently. Now some fouls being asked for. So we see Simon just on the ground. See a replay here, Simon just fell. They're kicking him, just 3 people around him and just tripped.
You just cannot do that. You gotta let him up.
And everybody's like, you can't play with the ball on the ground. There's not much you can do when it's under you. People are trying to kick you. Just trying to get up, you hit it a little bit. Looks like you're trying to like dribble.
It's definitely good for Simon to even have that ball too, coming out from that. Right now, it definitely looks like this Sterling team's been drained after that goal.
All it takes is one opportunity and they get back in it. One big save.
One big save to really get their energy back, and one goal to even just say two to get this game back to even Steven, I would say. And there's a foul, and
we're going to see a replay here. It's trying to attacker. It's trying to attacker went by 3 people, and I think that was Alexis Lainez slid in and just Alex Lainez slid in and hit it with his hand.
Might have been handball.
Let's see here.
Just look at this. We look at the replay. Here he comes, about to come here with a slide tackle.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's gonna be called.
Hit his left hand.
Looks like he was just sliding regularly, and the attacker got just a last-minute touch on it and put it to his hand.
Triton's asking for those 10 yards, or 10 feet, I should say.
One step.
10 yards? Okay.
One step back, the ref makes him take.
That actually will make a difference, and they do a nice little cheat where the wall just jumps and they get it under them. And right now, Triton's looking to score. There's a bicycle kick in there.
And a good clear by Tangi. That was another situation we saw earlier on their goal, just out in front of the net, tapping it around. Sherlock's got to get it clear here. Or Sowers comes out, makes a nice save. And we see the free kick.
This ball, again, just goes all over under the wall, and Sowers has a nice kick. I don't know why he doesn't pick it up, and right now there's a foul. I think that's going to be... Again, we see the ball bouncing everywhere, and Tangier was able to really get a nice kick. And
well, Triton... I'm sorry, John.
during the replay there was a foul, and it's really dangerously close. No, it's a penalty. It's a penalty for Triton, and I think that was handball. I do not know, and this is going to be a big save for Sowers right now. This could be what puts the nail.
This could be the nail in the coffin, or this could be the save and energy boost we were talking about earlier for Sterling.
Here he goes. Triton takes it. It's saved!
And then a rebound.
Unlucky. Just unlucky.
Not much you could do about that if you're Mike Sowers. That's just an outstanding job getting the initial one.
Yeah, definitely. See here, he knows where he's going. Picks the right spot.
And you see Sterling just stands there.
Just really unable to get the rebound for that second block. And again, it's really hard to save penalties as a goalkeeper. You see that right here.
Nice. Sowers just dancing around.
Now let me ask you this: was Sterling able to run up like? It looked like Triton just got the jump on him.
Definitely. I think Sterling didn't think he was going to save it, and I always say, like, just have faith in your goalkeeper. Have faith that he's going to have to save that.
Yeah. That was a great initial save, though, by Michael Sowers.
You see some movement on the Sterling bench. Trying to see who's getting loose over there.
Here we go. Have a nice view of this penalty. Just a nice save, and we'll just fingertips away from even touching that. Fingertips.
About 4 Triton defenders there. Just come crashing the net after that save, and Sterling just almost shocked that Mike Sowers even saved that, but forgot to even come in and help him out. But you saw after the play, Sterling was just telling Sowers, it's good, not your fault. We're gonna get our final look at this one.
Just picks the spot. Just
now, have you guys played goal before, or do you know if he's reading anything on this? As you look at the replay right here, yeah, that's it. He almost got the rebound. Is he reading the eyes, or what do you look at if you're a goalie in that situation?
Honestly, this is.
Or do you guess?
You don't. In a way, it's guess, but you also look at how he approaches the ball. Usually, how he kicks the ball is usually how you'll know
where it's going.
If he uses the outside of his foot, it's usually going. If you're facing the kicker's direction, to his right now to his right.
As a soccer player, I've had Mike Sowers before a few practices just shooting around, and one time we did penalties, and I remember Sowers telling me, like, penalties is just a straight guess. You guess one way, and after you guess that way, you don't change it. You just hope that they shoot it that way too.
Yeah. Yeah, it's because you're so close.
At the varsity level, with the way that these kids hit it, and you try and react.
It's not going to, yeah.
He said the one thing you can't do is guess and expect it to go that way, but go this way, and just. But Sowers was full commit that way, but just that rebound kills you.
Definitely. Yeah, at that point he's on, and he almost, to his credit, got up and was able to get a hand on that.
Definitely, and again, just getting a finger's width on that ball can just change anything to stop a goal or to even let in a goal.
Here we see a good opportunity for Sterling. Bevick plays it into, I believe, Josh Garcia.
That's going to be played on Matt Martin. And
Bevick gets back in, and another block from Triton. They've got a lot more defenders back there than they had early in the game.
Definitely, and again, very good key out there from you, Lomas.
Looks like now they're almost just, as they call it, parking the bus. Just trying to play to keep this game even. And another quick break for Triton, but Tangier again playing some good defense back there, trying to keep this game within arm's reach.
And not to mention, after they lost Rodriguez, who has not come back on. So I'm guessing he's definitely going to be out of the game. And he's definitely one of your key players that you do not want to lose lose right now. Definitely this close to the playoffs.
Yeah. Now, I think we can say that his injury, it looked like it was a back injury. Didn't look like he really got that bad of an injury, but with he being one of your starters, you don't want to risk him being injured for your playoffs.
Oh, yes.
So I think that's more of a tactical
switch?
Yeah.
Right now, Sterling, again, early on in the second half, was able to get shot after shot, and right now they're just struggling to.
had a good start, but those 2 goals really took a lot out of them. But I say if you get that 1 goal, it's hard to stop a team after they get on a roll.
Oh, yeah. Anthony Collins will take the throw in, and a bunch of subs will come on, and Kaz, who's been getting most of the Sterling's prime opportunities, will come on. And I think Simon's also on there, so again, Simon, senior year. I believe he is a senior.
Simon is a senior.
Simon,
Freshman. I mean, he's been playing varsity since freshman, so I guess he's been waiting 4 years for this senior night.
Boy, it goes quick. I'll tell you, when he came here, he was impressive as a freshman. It seems like it was just last year. It's unbelievable that I cannot believe he's a senior right now.
Simon went to Summerdale Park School, same school I went to, and me and him actually got to play with each other when I was in 5th grade.
I'm sure he was outstanding then.
Yes, Simon was probably the best player in that, I guess, Colonial Conference for when he played in Summerdale. And you see now that has just translated to Sterling and what he's been able to do here from freshman all the way up to his senior year.
Again, as we mentioned, he's a very key factor to this Sterling team, and it's definitely going to be a hard transition next year. See how well they do next year without Simon.
Like I said before, I'm just glad you have him for the playoffs. That's the big thing. Somebody who can score from far out and has a lot of speed. It's a good 1-2 punch between him and Bruce Williams.
Definitely. Sterling's looking to go up to the sideline. Sterling will too, but it's going to go out, and that's going to be a Sterling throw-in.
Actually, some I noticed, Kevin Martin, usually your left back, is looking like he's actually getting up there in left wing. Maybe coach saw something in warm-ups that impressed him, maybe trying to get a goal out of him. Kevin definitely has height over some of the other players like Kaz. Not one of your tallest players, but has speed.
Definitely has played during mainly freshman soccer, and coming a big opportunity to play varsity soccer is definitely a big roll up for him. Not Kaz. One of the Sterling defenders was able to get there, and Kevin Martin tries to make a slide tackle to get the ball back, was unable to. And right now, Triton's going to look to have a big opportunity, and there will be a foul on Triton right there. So we look on this foul.
See Michael Berkeley's fouled by,
I think, number 10 on Triton.
So Sterling's going to get a good free kick on Triton's half. See if we can get just a bounce off ahead and just have maybe a shot on goal. Again, maybe the keeper saves it, and maybe we get a second opportunity, just like the PK we saw earlier off of Mike Sowers.
Again, good mention from Thomas. Unable to, he just goes straight to the defenders, and Triton right now could be on an offensive breakthrough, but Sterling's able to recover and get back to attacking. And just Triton's defense is really able to handle what Sterling's been bringing towards their defense.
Definitely think Triton has brought their, especially when they're on offense, I've seen a lot more defenders back, maybe just trying to keep this game just, maybe not trying to go as offensive, but definitely
more defensively?
More defensively, but I still think Triton is still trying to get another goal in there.
Sterling.
We got about under 10 minutes left, so I think if Sterling can get a goal here and have that to work off of going to the playoffs, just watching tape, seeing how they scored and using that to work their way through the playoffs with that. Maybe it's a corner that worked well or a throw-in. We'll just have to wait and see if Sterling can get one here.
Again, as you mentioned, even if they don't get a goal, there's still plenty of tape right here just showing like how many goal opportunities they had and good opportunities the midfield or defense gave the offense to get them a goal. Again, we look at Kaz's two big opportunities straight at goal and that little cutback to get a nice shot.
And defensively, I mean, the PK, not much you can do about that on film because it's, you know, every PK is the same, but that corner kick, you know, just bouncing around, maybe work on. One thing I saw is that Tangier, as soon as they cleared it, that ball was
Right back to us.
right back in there. No one really got up, which is one thing I know Sterling emphasized, and there's a save by the Triton goalkeeper.
And if we look at the replay right here, could have been a better cross, but
Maybe a cross that was just overhit.
yeah, and that's going to be a foul on Sterling right here.
That was you can see the pump by Triton goes out, and it'll be Alexis Sanchez inadvertently taking down the Triton midfielder, but they're going to have another free kick. Tangier able to get his head on this one, but Triton's going to have another quick break, a save,
And it's a goal. It's the third goal for Triton. It looked like that Sowers was able to save it. It was way far out. Honestly, it's one of those plays where you could do nothing about it.
Perfectly placed. You saw Tangier went for a header, maybe hit it to, let's see here.
Tangier, no, it's actually Anthony Collins that tries to slide tackle and hits off of Sowers' hand and it just still goes in. Again, it was
See if we can get another replay on this. Long header.
Yeah.
Tangier just hits to the side and Tony tries to come in there and get that last minute little slide tackle, but again, Triton, big burst of speed and just perfectly placed. Nothing anyone could really do about that.
Yeah, really unlucky. It was really unlucky for them, but
just more stuff for them to work on in practice coming up to this game, and their playoff game match
against can't remember who Sterling's playing just yet. We'll probably get word from Mr. K. Barnegat, which is again
Barnegat, they're going to play.
Kaz was almost there, and goalkeeper just saves it. And honestly, I think Triton right now is just going to try to keep the clean sheet.
Yeah, you see the goalkeeper, you know, a lot of things they'll do is they'll get it and they'll just sit back there, you know, fix their shin guards or something, just waste as much time as they can.
Oh, yeah.
Because at this point, you can almost say this game is a win. Sterling has 6 minutes left to maybe salvage a goal and again work off of that in film.
Right now, this could be a big opportunity for Sterling. That could have been a big mistake, and
Simon's
going to take a shot, and it's right out the goalkeeper. Again, and one of the things.
You see the drop back. Goalie couldn't get it with his hands. He had to take an awkward touch, played it back out, but Simon was able to. Here we see again. Simon was able to get this actually a defensive stop for him, and the shot was just not there. But he's hoping to get another look like that and maybe put it away and salvage a goal from this. To have some good note to go out on.
Oh, definitely. You want to end with a good note.
I mean, some good notes is that Sterling have gotten some good opportunities.
Just unable to really make them count. Just hits off the post or goes over. The goalkeeper right now for the Triton has been doing a real good job.
A really good game.
So has Sowers, not to mention that penalty
Sowers
saves.
has also been playing a really good game. I would say the two goalkeepers are matches. Is that Triton's just had, you know,
enough power on that shot.
They've had nicely placed balls, and their attacks have just been
well precise.
Going to be a throw in here for Sterling, and Jake Vitale's going to go back to where he slipped and see if he can keep his footing on this one. Runs up, just does a little stop.
Thought he was going to fall again, too.
That was more of a throw in to not embarrass yourself, but.
Sometimes you got to do that to yourself. Just make fun of it.
Troy's going to have another chance here. Shot and over the goal, and it's going to hit the field goal post. That will be a 6 kick for Sterling. I don't think Sauer's going to hand on that, but.
Can I just say how powerful that shot was? Because that, I swear that field goal post moved.
That was a powerful shot. Just had a little bit too much height on it, but I think if it was down, Sowers has made some good saves. I think he would have been able to save that one. Just inside the 18. Here's a 6 kick from Sowers.
Sowers can really get up off his feet in a hurry.
Oh, definitely. And again, so with a PK penalty kick, he was able to get the first save and almost get that second save because he was quick off his feet. But again, just unable to really just get a finger's width on that ball.
Let me ask you guys this. Obviously, we got a 3-0 game. Looking at Sterling, what do you think the key to Sterling is to having success in the playoffs, the upcoming playoff, Group 2 playoffs?
Well, first, I think Sterling's going to look at how they gave up their goals. They had a corner that was just like knocked around in the box and just got unlucky and weren't able to clear it. The next one was a penalty, which is just really unlucky after having a save on it, and just you can't really plan for that. And then the final goal was just a counter by Triton. They just went up the sideline with their speed and just had a really nice shot. Nothing Sowers could really do about it.
Definitely.
So Sterling, with this team, it shows that speed kills. That's definitely a big factor. And they're going to have to work as just like playing as a team, because
definitely with communication. And really what Sterling really needs to do is score. That's going to be a big factor in these games against bigger teams.
Well, that's where, again, I'll point back to them having Simon Renthang at back, who was out most of the season. You know, it's an advantage, obviously, having your best scorer, best offensive threat back in the mix for the playoff and healthy.
Definitely, and again, you can have a very big, nice height scorer, Bruce Williams, who we haven't seen much of today, and we're actually going to see Sowers is going to come out, and
the young goalkeeper Ryan Maroney's going in. We see a big switch coming in.
Here we go.
Coach Marley's calling for Sowers to come out. He's going to get a nice applause on senior night. Him and Maroney have a little handshake it there, and Sowers and Maroney's going to get a nice ovation. You can hear the fans thanking Sowers for his years here, and they're going to get to thank him a little bit more and see if he can lead them through the playoffs, and hopefully a new goalie. You can see here wrapping up his gloves. Ryan Maroney, actually Tank's brother, so they're going to get to play with each other for the next 2 years.
Yeah, for the next 2 years. Did my math wrong? I said 3. I was pointing out 3, and then it was
Maroney
like,
will get 3 years here, and this freshman group coming up is very impressive. A lot of freshmen this year on JV, and actually 3 freshmen on varsity, which is good.
Nice to see, too.
And not only that, Josh Merlin and Josh Garcia have gotten a good amount of starts on this team, so that's something Coach Marley's likes to see. We can see here Josh Garcia on a break-in, a shot.
It's a goal! Wait, no, it's not a goal.
Just over the net again.
It's not a goal!
Again, we can just see that hit off the field post again.
Oh my gosh.
that was an optical illusion for us. I thought it was a goal. I'm thinking
I barely saw that tip over the net, but as we were saying, this young Sterling team, Josh Garcia is just, we saw some speed there for him. We see another look from it.
Yeah. You can definitely tell that's not a goal.
From there, you can tell.
He hit it.
Looking at the monitor, it looked like it hit the post, top post, and went in.
Top post and just went in.
It hit that the post that holds up the
football goal post.
Football goal post.
Looks like we're not going to see too much action from Maroney. We're going to go into added time here, extra time. And we're looking at the refs to see if they're looking at their watches a lot, but I haven't seen too much of that, so they might allow him to play. So Maroney might get a shot at him. But Triton right now doesn't look to really able to get it there, and maybe Sterling.
Here's Tank on a break.
And Triton's goalkeeper will get it. I'm just looking at both refs.
No signal yet, seeing any sort of.
They're looking at their watches, so it's definitely got to be close. I just saw one of the refs look at their watches. I didn't see both.
Here goes Tank again. Working as hard as he can to try and get a goal for the Sterling team, and end on a good note with just about no time left on this clock.
Definitely.
You see Tanju making a run here, trying to see what he can get done.
Definitely say be nice.
And the ref gets mad. It's going to be a Sterling throw-in, and it's going to be Jake Vitale. So Sterling should almost play this like a corner.
Ref
And his
gets-
previous throw, we saw, what's it called? Tangi almost had the header saved by the goalie.
Yep, swatted down, and it's going to be practically same thing, and that's going to be a corner for Sterling. So Sterling will get likely their final chance of the game.
We see the replay.
And we look at the replay. The goalkeeper again making that one mistake that we're all hoping for.
Has Sterling had any corners in this game?
This is probably their second.
I would say this Sterling's second corner is going to be, I believe, Bivik Barali taking
Yeah.
this one.
It's going to brought back in by Jake Vitale and almost called off sides, but that's going to be out for a goal kick. And honestly, there's to see one of the refs just looking back on their watches. So
You get a replay here. Tank just lays a nice ball off, working, playing in the direction that you're facing, and not one of, I believe that was Josh Garcia's best finishes, but still, way to just put a foot on the ball and try and get a shot on net.
And
that is the game.
That is going to do it for Sterling Boys Soccer, as Sterling will lose this game 3-0 to Triton Mustangs. And hopefully